I'm reading Elaine's posting on keeping the common law up to date. I think Elaine's asking a really good question here, and it's quite a difficult question for me to comment on because it covers such a, if you like, a span of historical time and so many detailed themes. I think just to stress 2 points here as to how laws change. I think it takes us to the fundamentals of English law that I'm sure you're all by now at least somewhat familiar with. One way in which the law changes is through parliamentary legislation. Legislating, creating an act of parliament that changes law is obviously a good way of updating the law, repealing old law. It's not the only way. Judges themselves, I think, are lawmakers. There's something of a debate about that. Personally, I think that it's hard to argue that judges don't create law, so let's proceed on the basis that they do. And clearly in changing the common law on a case-by-case basis, judges are themselves changing the law. I think if you take this question down to a level of detail, we can't do this in the course, but it's something that as a law student you'd be familiar with, and let's say you study a particular area of law, you'll actually see that most of the rules, most of the principles are reasonably recent. It's rare that you come across cases that are from the 1600s or what have you. I mean, some of the time the 1800s or the 1900s, but most modern law, as you could imagine, is fairly up to date because of judicial or parliamentary activity. So a good posting. I hope that clarifies at least some of the points.